Hey, my name is Karis and today I'm going to take us through a mat-based Pilates flow, needing nothing other than a Pilates mat and a rolled up towel if you have one. As we're going through the class, if you've got any injuries, anything going on in your body, please feel free to sit out an exercise, modify it or swap it for an exercise we did earlier in the class. We're going to get started near the end of our mat. We're going to bring our feet into our V stance, our Pilates stance, heels together, toes apart. Just let your arms come down alongside you and just close your eyes down for a moment. I'd like you to take a really deep breath in and breath out, letting everything go. And with each inhale and exhale here, I want us to really focus on that breath as a 360 breath, seeing if we can get each inhale to stretch out into the four corners of our t-shirt and our exhale to almost make us stand a little taller. Take one final breath in here. And then just allow your eyes to flutter open, reach your arms to the sky and hold it here. Try and think about your feet sinking down into your mat, like you're going to leave a footprint in the floor. Your body wants to stand as tall as possible rather than just pushing your ribs forwards. It's like we're trying to leave no wrinkles in your t-shirt. From here, your arms are going to start to circle around. As they circle, we're going to keep, every time our arms reach to the floor, think about our head stretching up away from our fingertips. And give me one more big circle up, and as your arms come down alongside you, we're going to start to follow that with our spine. Nod your head down to look at your toes. Start to roll through the upper body, and stop when your hands come almost in line with your knees. Can you give me a little pelvic curl under, and this sense of pulling your belly up away from your thighs? Continue your roll down with this feeling of the weight standing into your feet rather than the weight being shoved back behind you. Hold it at the bottom, head goes heavy. Start to roll your bum underneath you first, seeing how much of a low C curve you can get as you start to roll back up, restacking the spine. Arms lift up to the sky, give me that big circle round through your arms. Nod your head down to look at your toes. Keep this sensation of being tall even as we go up and over. Scooping down through the body. And then scooping back up. Bum goes under you, starting to roll up through your spine. Leave your arms down alongside you. Stay growing tall. Make your arms feel quite solid. And just press your arms back away from you. Now notice how far back can your arms go before you feel you have to pinch your shoulder blades together or you have to push your ribs forwards. So can you then let your arms float down alongside you? With the press behind, keep this feeling of your shoulders being wide rather than coming together. Your feet pushing down into the mat and your body stretching up. There should be feeling like there's so much sort of two-way length in your body that you feel like you've almost grown an inch. One last time, pressing the arms behind you, meet me there. Draw your arms a little closer together, but keep those elbows nice and straight. Can you grow that extra centimetre? I had an extra inch in me then. And then this time, as the arms sweep down, curl through the upper body, looking down at your toes, bring the arms in front of your thighs, give me that C curl underneath you. Heels squeeze together, rise up onto your tiptoes. Hold it there. Your heels are just off the floor. You're staring at the mat, and you're going to give me that pelvic curl underneath you. Your bum scoops under, like your bum wants to go to your heels. Keep looking towards the floor. Wrap your heels together. Think those knees are turning out. Start to pump your arms towards your thighs, like we would do in 100 laying down. As you're pumping your arms towards your thighs, you're getting that sense of the bum being drawn under you, pressing into your big toe. And it's almost like I'm pulling, you can see me wobbling, pulling your ribs into the back of your t-shirt. Good, going for one last set here, just so you can get this sense of how much your legs should be working in 100. Hold the arms still, and then let your heels sink down, grow as tall as you can. Nod your head to look down at your toes with your heels on the floor. Get that feeling going up and over, waist pulls into the back of your t-shirt. Walk your hands down to the mat, come down onto your hands and knees. Think of spreading your fingertips out on the mat, and we're going to just round the spine, scooping the bum underneath you, feeling your ribs lift into the back of your t-shirt, your head hangs heavy. Can you get any more low C curl, that sensation of your bum pulling under you, and then start to move the other way. It's almost like a table is underneath you and you're sliding along it rather than down. And then again, can you scoop your bum under? We're just going to do one last cat each way. And then can you extend the spine, growing tall through your arms rather than down to the mat. And then bring yourself back into that mid position between the two. Tuck the toes under, squeeze the legs together. And get this sense of your hands and feet sinking into the mat, your head floating in line with your spine. Can you take a breath in here? Exhale, push really heavy into your hands and toes to float those knees just off the mat. Inhale, let the knees sink back down. And again, exhale, sink the hands and the toes down to float the knees up. And then let it go back down. Can you feel how your body wants to shift forwards? Next time you hover, see if you can almost sink your bum back slightly. And then down. Growing as tall as you can. And 2. On this last one, find that hover of your knees. Hold it there, and then let your knees sink back to the mat. Untuck your toes, grow as tall as possible. Bring the hands behind your head. One hand on top of the other rather than interlinked. Press heavy into your knees, stretch tall through the top of your head. Can you imagine those elbows reaching wide rather than back, like I'm pulling them apart? And we should feel like our shoulder blades are drawn away from each other. Taking a twist towards the left-hand side of the room, spiraling from our ribs, twisting back through center, twisting towards the other side. As we rotate, it's that sensation of being pulled up, even as we spiral. So the whole time, the sort of aim of the class is that we leave feeling lengthened rather than exhausted. Our legs are pressing down, our body is reaching up. Can you make yourself 1 inch taller without just pushing your ribs forwards? And it's actually really hard when you try not to just push your ribs to the front. That's how I cheat normally. And bring it back. And then from here, let your arms sink down. Let your bum sit off to the side, stretch your legs out in front of you, and bring yourself to the top of the mat, grabbing hold of your towel. Flex your feet. Reach your arms in front of you, holding that towel, and I want you to pull it apart. And when I say break the towel, I want you to imagine you're pulling it apart the whole time. So looking in front, can you sit tall? I'm stretching you up through your t-shirt. Can you get your bum to pull underneath you like we're pushing the mat to our feet? And as we start to roll to our mat, really getting this sense of our bum leading the movement as we roll towards the floor. We're going to stop when we feel like our C-curve is no longer equal, and we start to scoop back up, still feeling the weight in the back of our waist until we sit tall. And again, bum pushes under towards our heels to give us that C-curve. And can you get that sense of pulling the band apart? And stare sort of above that, and then scooping and sit tall. Give me one last one, getting the bum to push under us to send us back. As we push our bum underneath us, breaking the towel, push your bum under further, ribs reaching into the back of your top, and you're going to hold it there for a moment, seeing if you can then just lift your arms a little higher so they're more parallel to the legs. Can you then start to melt all the way down through your spine? Reach your arms to the sky. Let your legs straighten away from you. Keep your arms reaching above you. And with your legs straight, squeeze your heels. Wrap your heels together like you did in standing. And take a breath in. Exhale. Can you soften the ribs down into the mat? The ribs become heavy. And you curl up through your chest. Hold it there. Now in this position, your arms are going to reach forwards. If you hang back here, you're going to feel your neck doing all the movement. So we want this real sense of our ribs being heavy into the floor and almost stretching behind us into the mat, and then letting the upper body go back down. Taking a breath in here. Lengthen your neck first. You're looking towards your toes. And then curling through the upper body, ribs sink heavy, and they stretch behind us to give us that extra bit of curl. And I want you to see if you can come an inch higher without your ribs actually lifting off the mat. And you might see me shaking right now, because I am, and going back down. Your legs are still solid. Lengthen the neck first. Curl from your ribs to scoop you. Find that curl, hold it there. can you keep this curl and the feeling of your ribs being heavy, waistband being heavy, looking towards your towel, and can you start to pump your arms? As you pump your arms, I want you to break that towel, keep stretching forwards like you want to touch your toes, and it's this real sense of everything in the back and the bottom of your t-shirt being heavy into the mat. Every time you pump the arms, we're going to see if we can make our waist heavier to give us a sense of our legs sucking in towards our center. Keep pumping through the arms, breathing in for about 5, breathing out for about 5. And this feeling of breaking the towel should give us this work under our shoulder blades. Keep those elbows from locking. Last set here. And breath out, holding everything still. Reach your arms up. Let the upper body melt back down. From here, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to hook the towel behind the back of our right leg. Let your elbows go towards the floor. Pull that leg in towards you. I'd like you to let your legs stretch to the ceiling, but don't let your leg creep away from your body. Bend the knee. And again, stretch the leg, bend the knee. And it doesn't matter if your leg doesn't fully straighten. I just don't want your thigh to creep in closer or further. Last 2. Last 1, lengthen through that leg, and then release it back down. Can you hold on to the other side? Can you find that length through the back of the leg, reaching it up, bending it, stretching it up, and bending it. And every time you're going to find maybe one side feels a bit tighter than the other. It's absolutely fine. It's really normal. 2 more. And last one. And then bending the knees. Can you hold on to the back of one leg or rock yourself up into sitting? Then take your rolled up towel, place it behind you, and you're going to stretch the legs out long. Now flex your feet, stretch over the top of your legs. You're going to get this sense of the back of your legs pressing heavier down into your mat, your upper body trying to float away from the thighs. Can we start to scoop our bum underneath us, like our bum is pushing the mat towards our feet, and our head is just being carried by our spine. Now as we roll down, I want you to see if you can get your lower back towards the towel. Keep the feet strong, the legs connected, squeeze them together, and this real sense of our ribs reaching behind us. Then you're going to scoop back up and over the top of your legs, keeping that idea of space between your belly and thighs. And again, bum pulls under you to scoop you back. The whole time, it's like you're trying to push your bum towards your feet. And you're drawing your waist down towards the towel and then scooping back up and over the top. I might need to move my towel a little bit further away. And then again, one last time. And then as we get there, we're going to hold it there at the bottom, but we're going to see if we can get any more pelvic curl, almost our bum pushing up towards the ceiling. Now you either can start to roll down towards the mat with me, and that towel is going to help us to curl back up. Ribs heavy, lower back draws down into the towel, and we get this sense of going up and over. Or if that didn't work for you, you can stick with rolling towards the shape. But either way, as long as you're keeping the shape through your spine, it's going to be tough. So when you're going down, only go all the way down to the floor if you feel you've kept the shape of the spine until the very bottom. Give me that pelvic curl, that feeling of lifting up and over. Hold yourself there. Scoop yourself up. Put your hands behind the towel. Bend your knees. We're going to press down into our hands. Can you feel how your shoulder blades want to pinch together? Get that sense of space between them again. And your elbows are trying to pull up the back of the arm, not just locking them. Push down into your hands, down into your feet. Push your bum up. Stay looking at the space in front of you. So our leg pull. And then lower our bum back down. So this is a little prep for our leg pull. Pushing those hips towards the ceiling. Our knees are stretching forwards, you're growing tall, and then let the hips lower. Give me 2 more. Pushing down into the hands, heavy into the feet, lifting the bum. And then one last time, find that sense of drawing the knees forwards, lifting out of your arms, trying not to just lock the elbows like I just did. You're drawing the arm. That didn't make any sense, but drawing the elbows up the arm. And then from here, stretch your arms in front of you. Roll all the way down towards your mat and meet me down at the bottom. Okay, that band or that towel is in the space in your lower back. I'd like you to just scoop your waist towards the mat and you'll feel your weight drop down into the towel. You'll feel your bum is almost tilted up to the ceiling. That is where I want you when we're doing our ab curls, but right now when our head is down on the floor, I'd like you to see if you can tip a bit of weight off the towel and a bit more weight on your bum, and you'll almost feel a bit arched. Stay there and then straighten your left leg along the mat and reach your left leg up to the sky. Arms heavy into the floor. Can you find this sense of lifting up from under your right bum cheek? Take your leg around to the left, down to the mat, up to the sky. Feel your bum lift, down, around, and up. Your arms should stay working and you're almost looking behind you. Give me one more, finding that lift from under your bum and up. Reverse, go round to the right. Find that lift from under the hip. Now, as I'm going, I can get a hip click on this side, which means my knee is going to, or my thigh, is turning from an external rotation to an internal rotation. I want to see if I can keep my knee slightly turned out for the whole move and lower that leg. Lift the other leg to the sky. Keep that bottom foot flexed, top foot pointed. Feel your bum cheek lift off the floor. Take the leg down, around, and lift. You want to twist with your hips, but for your ribs to stay nice and quiet. Your ribs stay heavy. One last time, and lift, and reverse, and lift up. And again, give me that little turn out through your knee, and keep that slight turn out. And last one. And hold, bend the knee in towards you, and then slip the towel out. You're going to keep it rolled up and place it just almost at the bottom of your bum. So my bum is sort of half on it. I'm going to then bend my knees in towards my chest. Now we're going to use this as a bit of feedback here. So hands hold the shins, ribs sink heavy into the mat, waist sinks heavy, and you're going to curl up through your chest. If this doesn't feel good, welcome to keep your head down. Send your left leg to straighten. And I want you to notice when that leg reaches, does your weight tip onto the towel? Can you get this feeling of your bum reaching up and your other knee drawing into you and almost down? Elbows wide, keep curling up to the leg. And then switch. And then switch. So one leg stretch. Inhale, pull the leg to us. Exhale to switch if we can. Now, as we're doing it, our arms are really strong. I'm going to find this almost feeling of my ribs reaching behind me and my bum trying to go up. We're going to go one last time on each side. Bring the knees back in. Lower the upper body down. Let your head take a little twist from side to side. Then from here, can you bring the arms to the ceiling? Breath in. As you exhale, the ribs in the waist become heavier. You curl up through your chest, hands go towards your ankles. Can you get that feeling of your bum trying to go up to the sky away from the towel? Can you let your arms stretch up and notice when they go really far back how your body wants to be dragged down to the floor? Can you find a deeper curl and circle the arms around, put them onto the shins? Inhale, reach them back. Exhale, circle them round. Give me one last one and bring them around, hold it there. Bring those legs to straighten away together if you feel you've got the control of the shape. Bring the knees in or you're sticking to your upper arm. Now, as the leg goes away, if your neck is hurting, find this sense of the ribs becoming heavier to give you that extra bit of curl. As soon as you lower your chest too far, you're going to feel your neck taking over. One last time. So as soon as I curled up higher then, my upper abs are literally screaming at me. Now bring it back in, take the towel out, rock yourself up to sitting. Oh, fun. So bring your feet towards you. Now you're going to float your heels off the floor, toes stay down onto the mat for a moment. And I would like you to keep this shape. Your elbows are wide, and we're scooping our bum under us, and then we're going to keep this. All you're going to do is drop the weight a little bit deeper into your waist, look towards your belly, but it's this feeling of drawing your face away from your chest. Then pull the legs in towards you, but your shape shouldn't change, she says. And then toes go back down. And again, this feeling of the weight dropping into the back of your t-shirt, the knees pull in towards you, keeping the shape, and then take it back down. One last time, can you pull the legs in towards you? If you want to stick with that, then do. But otherwise, keep pressing your shins into your hands, keep pushing your hands into your shins. Can you get this feeling of your bum going up and to rock you back up? And again, get the feeling of your bum going up and then bring it back up. Now your head can touch the floor, but not because you flung your head back. You are really trying to keep this sense of an equal curve through the spine, which I constantly have to correct in myself. So my bum pushes under, waist drops back and up. I want you to see if you can give me a little pause stood onto your shoulders. And one last time. And up, hold, bring your feet down to the mat. From here, we're going to bring our hands back to the floor. Push our hands back into the mat. And this time, as we press down into our feet, you can see here I've just locked my arms and pushed my ribs forwards. Can you keep the ribs feeling a little heavier, shoulders feeling wide? It's like the elbow wants to point behind you. Then pressing, and oh my goodness, I can feel my triceps. Ooh. And then bum down. So get that sense of your elbows pointing behind you rather than on the diagonal, and not just moving your hands like I just tried to do, if you saw that. Last one, pressing heavy into the hands, heavy into the feet, pressing yourself back up, and then lower those hips back down. Stay there. Now, you've got the option to go back to the rolling like a ball, rolling back, or we're going to add on a little bit at the top, which combines into our roll up. Or roll over, sorry. Put your hands to your shins and find the ball shape. Scoop your bum under, float your legs up. Option to stay rolling like a ball, or put your hands alongside you. Rock the shape back, stand on your shoulders. Straighten the legs behind. Keep looking almost to your toes. Then, can you start to press down into your arms more? As you roll down, keep that feeling of your arms having the weight on them rather than your neck. Control it until the bottom. Rock yourself back up. And again, pull your bum under first. Think bum up, legs long, look towards your toes. Stay looking behind you, chin off your chest. Press into your arms. Can you keep that pressure into your arms? Doesn't matter what happens. And rock up. Do one last one. This is it. Rocking back. Then extend. Press down into your arms. You're trying to wrap your elbows towards the floor. And then, rocking up and relax. Bring your right hand behind you. Bring yourself into a leg pull position and lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Grab your towel, and mine's slightly unfolded now. Place it almost underneath your forehead, or under your forehead, and you're going to bring your arms down alongside you. From here, my legs are going to squeeze together quite strongly. I'm going to press the front of my socks into the floor, and I want to imagine my knees being higher than my feet. I'm going to be on the tip of my nose, so if I need more padding under my forehead, you can go for it. And then from here, you're going to lift the arms up behind you. Hold the arms there, and can you get this feeling of your legs being dragged backwards to the end of your mat? Your body stretching towards the top of your mat. How high can you lift your arms? Can you stay there, and then can you round your shoulders slightly? Can you then press your arms back up behind you? Can you get this feeling of your shoulders or your collarbones being wide rather than it pressing your shoulders back and together? Lift your arms higher, straighten your elbow, and my triceps are screaming right now. You're going to start to circle the arms. Now, although our focus is on the tricep here, we're still going to think about the rest of our body. How long can you make yourself? You're stretching both ends away from your belly button. Keep this going, palms facing in, and reverse directions. Keep this sense of your body reaching away to the top of your mat, your arms reaching towards your little toe. Going for 4, 3. On this last one, hold it still. Can you then float the arms higher and draw your head away from the mat? I'd like you to look towards sort of a space in front of you on the floor, and you're trying to pull your body forwards to that space. Your arms are trying to stretch back towards your little toe. Your legs are reaching behind you. You can see my hands shaking. And relax everything down. Bring your hands to the floor. Push your bum back. Let your arms stretch forwards. And bring yourself up onto your knees. From here, just reaching your left arm up to the sky. Take one big stretch up and over into almost like a mermaid. Bring yourself up. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Growing up and over. And then bring yourself back through center. Bring your hands back to the mat. Think about your first finger being pointed forwards. Your hands are slightly pointing towards sort of 1 and 11 o'clock, like your middle finger. Then from here, we're going to straighten our left leg and tuck the right toes under and the left toes. It's like there's a pane of glass between our legs. We want to have them in our midline. Head in line with the spine. Push heavy into your hands. You're trying to hold a pencil in your armpit, but your elbows almost want to point to the side of the room. Can you pull that right knee away from the floor? And then let that knee go back down. Push heavy into your hands, heavy into your toe, hover the knee up. And then lower it back down. Your body stays with this sense of length, with your ribs almost drawing into the back of your t-shirt. 2 more. On this last one, hover the knee, rock forwards onto the toe, rock back into the heel. Rock forwards into the toe, back into the heel. One last time, and then bring it back in. Lower the knee down, step the other leg in. Bring yourself up for a moment, stretch the arms behind you, and then let them reach up and forwards, give them a circle. Up and forwards, give them a circle. One last time, and then bring the hands back down to the mat. Middle finger points at 1 and 11 o'clock. Other leg straightens, legs in a midline. Press heavy into the hands, heavy into the foot. Feel the armpits wrap in, you're holding pencils, the elbows trying to turn out. Bottom of the ribs into the back of the top, and float the knee away from the floor. And then let it lower back down. As we pull the knee away from the ground, it's that our hands have become so heavy that we're pushing them down. And like I said earlier, our weight almost tries to stick back a little bit rather than shifting forwards. Give me 2 more hovers here. One last time, rock the weight into the toe, rock the weight back into the heel. Keep this sense of your body, your head floating up in line with your spine. Give me 2, 1, bring the knee back in, and relax, lay down onto your side. Now from here, we're going to bring ourselves down on our side. We're going to bring our bottom arm by the top of our head. So our hand is by the top of our head, and we're laying on the bottom tricep just behind the elbow. If this doesn't feel good, you're welcome to instead come up onto your forearm or lay straight down on your arm. Okay, from here, we're going to go into the full traditional side kicks. Your feet are going to be near the front. Flex feet. You're going to press your head into your hand. Can you stretch your head towards the end of the room? And if possible, can you press so far into your hand that your ribs float? And then let the ribs become heavy. Let your head stretch into your hand. Let the ribs float. Let them go back down. Can you go for 2 more? Can you let your head reach into your hand, make those ribs float, and down? Now you've got the option here, whilst we focus on the side kick, to lay straight down, Or you're going to reach your head into your hand. Your bottom arm is going to be doing so much work, the bottom side of your waist. Top hand goes behind the head. Top leg floats up. And you're going to sweep that top leg forwards and backwards. Your head the whole time is reaching into the hand, and you are trying to keep this bottom foot connected. Give me 2. One last time. And send it away and relax. Woo. Bend the knees, side bend up and over, stretching through the arm. Bring yourself up, take your legs the other way around. So, bottom arm reaches, legs come to the front. Top hand, so it's almost like I've laid down here and I just bring my hand up. So my weight is on the back of the arm. Now from here, my body, my bum is almost back in line with my body, if I adjust myself properly. And I'm going to stretch my head up into my hand. My ribs pull up, and then my ribs become heavy. Stretching into my hand and lifting. Now this side is definitely my weaker side. I'm very right-handed. So when I'm pressing down here and trying to reach, I can feel a lot more work in my shoulder, and I can feel I'm nowhere near as high. So I'm going to know that this is the side I need to work the most on. But as I'm going, I really want to create this sense of reaching and down. Now can you stretch that hip away from you? Last one, hold. Hand goes behind the head, or you lay down on your side. You sweep that leg forwards, you sweep that leg back. Your leg is trying to pull away from your middle, and your head is trying to reach into the hand. Good, I can barely talk on this side. Good, keep going. Keep stretching. 2, side kick. And last one, it's wildly different on each side for me. And relax. Bend your knees, side bend, up and over. And it's really telling of where our strengths and weaknesses are. So bring yourself onto your bum. We're going to have our feet forwards in front of us. Heels are going to go onto the floor. Arms are going to stretch forwards. We're going to find this reach of our bum underneath us. And our head is again just following the shape of our spine. Keep that weight sinking into the back of your waist. Stretch your left leg forwards. Can you float that leg a little bit higher? Bring your arms to match that leg. And I'd like you to feel like your weight drops down a little bit more into your waist. And we're going to see if we can lower our waist down towards the floor and pull yourself back up. Now, as you do this, look at your hips. Has your left hip pulled up to your armpit? Can you keep the hips both equally reaching forwards? And suddenly, this doesn't feel as nice. One last time, bum goes under you. Keep that hip reaching forwards. Pull yourself up, stay there, lower the leg. Put your hands to your shins, lift your chest, grow tall. Reach your arms forwards. Get the feeling of your bum pushing underneath you, scooping your tailbone under. Other leg lifts. How high can it go? Arms mirror the leg if you can. Pull your waist down towards the mat. Roll yourself back up. But focus on how far can you go that you can keep the shape and keep the leg up. Good. And again, pull your pelvis underneath you. Find the sense of your tailbone going up to the sky. And one last time, and pulling yourself up. You have the option to hold like this, or could you pick the second leg? Ooh, she can't. Can you pull the second leg up with that weight still pulling into your waist, staring at your toes? Keep holding it there. Bring yourself up. Butterfly your legs and stretch up and over the top. Amazing job. Bring yourself up. Put your hands against your shins. Feel your body stretching up, your knees pressing towards the floor, growing that little bit taller, and then release. We're going to put our feet down to the floor. We're going to put our left hand behind us. We're going to spiral up and over the top like we did earlier in our leg pull position. Hands are slightly turned out. We're going to stay there. Keep that sense of your hands pushing into the floor, feet heavy. Can you hold it there? Can you rock your weight forward so you feel your head headbutt the wall in front of you? rock your weight back into your heels. Now, as you do this, your body stays floating, it stays light, and your hand stays sinking down. 2. On this last one, we hold. We go up into Joe's elephant, and we hold those hips nice and high. Feel again like the armpits want to wrap towards our feet, so we're not pinching our shoulder blades together. Lift those hips a bit higher, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Weight into the front of your feet. Start to scoop your bum underneath you to start to roll you back up. Growing as tall as you can. Reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, nod your head down to look at your feet. Find that feeling of reaching up and over. Your feet are heavy, and you're really going over the top of something. Now, keeping that weight stood into your feet, bum goes under you to start to roll you back up. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, let everything go. Can you try and stand heavier into your feet? Feel your body stretching up like you almost want to unwrinkle the t-shirt on the sides of your waist. Can you take one final breath in? Exhale and relax. You did great, well done.